Hi guys, it's Cyndi, aka the Queen. I'm sitting outside. It's raining. I've now been home exactly a week, and I've started editing some of my videos. I wanted to talk about the day that we came home. So travel day home was uneventful, which is a good thing because I've had a lot of friends who've traveled lately that have had all kind of issues getting home. Their planes have been delayed. I had one friend where her plane basically was delayed like 2 days. It took her 2 days to get home from her original time she was supposed to come home. So I was very happy that I wasn't delayed. I mean, not that I couldn't have stayed at Disney, because I could have. But my daughter and I got up that morning. We had done most of our packing the night before. So the next morning it really was just a matter of pulling ourselves together, getting our stuff ready, so that we could catch the Mears bus back to the airport. So we didn't leave the All-Star resorts until 11. That was the time that we were going to be picked up. And our plane wasn't scheduled to take off until 1:30. As you guys know by now, I had not been on a plane in a very long time, so I could tell that I was starting to get anxious about what was it going to be like to go through MCO's airport, because I've heard like all kinds of stories about how long it takes for you to get your luggage, how long it takes to get through security. So we got up, checked the room before we left just to make sure we had everything. I think we got everything. And then we went over to the main lobby area and had breakfast there. My daughter had gotten a $200 food like dining card for while she was there. She couldn't use it on merchandise. She could only use it on food. So she had a little bit that was still left on it. So basically, we ordered our, I think it was the first time we had breakfast there, now that I think about it. She got pancakes and eggs and sausage or bacon. And I got Mickey waffles. Other than when we had them at Crystal Palace, I hadn't had any Mickey waffles except for that one time. So I had waffles, eggs, and extra bacon, I think it was. And we refilled our refillable mugs for the last time. Kind of walked around the area for the last time.
Everything here is complaint. He was walking the other. Huh? Okay.
There were a bunch of pictures that I had wanted to take of the resort area that I hadn't had a chance to do because of us being busy those last 2 days that we were there. So we sat down and we had breakfast at the counter service area, and then we went out to the front where Mears would pick us up. And yeah, I mean, I'm always sad when I leave Disney. My family, after about a week, they're ready to go home. I'm never ready to go home. And it's so funny. My daughter ended up taking a picture of me on the bus as we were leaving. And you could tell that I was like reflective or really sad that I was leaving. Wow, the rain is really coming down now, guys. Um, that was another thing. Our weather was fairly good for while we were there. There were a couple of times where the weather report was saying it was supposed to rain. It was really only one day that I can think of where we got a lot of rain, like to the point where people were actually just exiting in mass numbers to leave the park. But anyway, getting back to travel day home. So the Mears bus came and picked us up. It made a stop in front of the Coronado Springs Resort, I think it was. Um, that was not actually on the list of resorts that I wanted to visit, but it was nice driving up to the front part of it and seeing it kind of up close and personal. It is a huge hotel. Just not really my style of hotel. And so then after we left there, we got on the highway, left Disney. I was very, very sad. We got to the airport. I want to say within about 20 minutes we were at the airport. And so, not knowing what to expect, we got inside. The guy dropped us off, gave us our luggage. Very nice man. Very different experience from when I came to Florida. This guy was a lot friendlier. There was actually Disney movie playing on the bus, which just felt like, a great way to kind of end the day. All right, we are at the airport in Florida, heading home. Stop over in Baltimore, and then home. And we're about to go through security, so I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, I think it's all
We actually did not have any issues going through security. Like when we started to pull up to the area where security was, the lady told us if we went over there was a shorter line. I breezed through. All I had to do was take my shoes off. I think I had my Kindle in my bag, so she asked me to take my Kindle out. I didn't have to do that when I was at my local airport. Did that. Everything went through. Put my shoes back on after I got through. I don't even think she wanded me down. She just told me I was fine and I could go through, which was really, really good. But I made sure I didn't have anything in my pockets and there wasn't anything hanging on me or anything. I made sure before I went through that I put my phone and everything else away, my keys. I didn't want anything going off because, again, I wasn't sure what the experience was going to be like. But everything was fine.
There's a chance you didn't see him do it all. So please come back and visit us again very soon. So later there, Bloody Iron. Hope you enjoyed the
We had like an hour or so, maybe 2 hours that we had to sit at the airport before our plane was ready. No issues getting on board. There was a full plane, so they did tell people that some people might have to like put their check their bags. I didn't have to. I had decided to when we got up to the Southwest desk, I had decided since we were going home and things had gone fairly smoothly that I would just go ahead and check my second bag. And it was a little tore up when I got home, but it wasn't broken. And all I did was take a magic eraser and washed it down, scrubbed it down, and I got most of the marks off of it because it looked kind of dirty when we landed home. And so we sat for about not quite 2 hours. I went and got a bottle of water to drink because like I was really worried that I would get dehydrated. Because I wasn't drinking as much water as I probably should have on this trip. And so I got real thirsty all of a sudden. So I was like, well, at least get me a bottle of water just to carry me over. I had talked to my daughter back home, and I knew I wouldn't get a chance to like eat anything before we arrived back home. And we weren't set to arrive back home till like around 6 o'clock. And so I asked her to order me some Panero before I got home, and then we could just pick it up on our way. She asked my daughter to pick it up on our way there, because I was gonna have her to have it delivered to the house, but she said, "Mom, it's a little cheaper for you to just go ahead and pick it up." And we live literally 3 seconds away from a Panero, and so we landed in Baltimore. No issues in Baltimore. We had a few more minutes than we did when we went through Baltimore the first time. So I want to say we maybe were sitting down for about 20 minutes, and then we were done. And after that, we got on a plane from Baltimore. That was maybe a 30-minute ride.
Yeah, it's behind us now. As a matter of fact, we're on top of it.
Oh wow. Where's this where we always see the planes coming across 64?
It's about to come in this corner.
That's what?
I said it's about to come to this corner. So they're doing work on it.
from Baltimore to Virginia, and got off the plane. There wasn't a lot of people at the airport. As a matter of fact, when we were going through the section where security is, like, there really wasn't a whole lot going on. I don't know if they only have a certain number of hours that they're going up in the air. I'm not really sure, but like, it's not a big airport to begin with, and there really was not a lot of people just like sitting around. And so I was back home by 7 o'clock, not quite 7 o'clock. It's, the time it took us to go down and get our luggage and find the car, because we did, even though we had the information, I had given my daughter the wrong number for the level that we were on, but we found it with no problem. The only thing is, again, my husband was supposed to have, he was supposed to have a ministers in training class that evening. And for whatever reason, when he was trying to get on Zoom, it would not allow him to get on Zoom. It was like I don't know if it's some way that he was trying to connect or what, but it wasn't allowing him to use my password. And I knew I keep mine turned on, so I usually don't have to put my password in. So I'm not sure what happened. So I was texting people and saying, well, as soon as I get home, I get you guys set up. Just hang on. It's probably going to take me about 20 minutes because I knew we were going to be stopping to get my food. So as soon as I got home, brought my bags in, put my bags down, I was right back into work mode again. And vacation was definitely over. I would say overall, I had a great vacation. I'm looking forward to doing it again. I don't have any, like, I know that I want to go back. I feel like I will be able to go back again. When that's actually going to be, I don't know. And I'm not as concerned about that, because I honestly don't think it's going to take another 6 years for me to go back. I mean, that's my hope. So I'm really looking at maybe 2025, sometime in the winter months, because honestly, guys, I don't ever want to do summertime again. I mean, unless I have like grandbabies that are in school, I just don't see a reason to do summertime anymore. I don't mind like late November, but I would like to try January or February, because I've never gone during that time of year. And so I've been talking to my youngest daughter about her and I doing a mother-daughter trip. And I've even talked to my husband about him and I doing a trip together. So guys, that ends the series of my trip to Walt Disney World. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, if you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you'd like to know when the next video will come out, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. So until I see you the next time, guys, have a blessed day.